Game 450, Physics for Game Developers. This is the final Angry Birds game. Let me bring it up. I'm going to mute the sound for now. Okay, so I created 5 different levels. The first one, this is level 1. This is equivalent to Poached Egg, classic Angry Birds game, level 1-1. 2 is equivalent to Poached Egg 1-2. 3 is one with the Ferris wheel with the joints, the rotational joints. 4 is one I made up, and it has helmeted pigs and different types of birds. And 5 is the final level I made. And 4 and 5 I completely made up. You can toggle the levels with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Ferris wheel is there. Left shift. So left shift will enable invisible objects. Now, as you can see, all the collision is enabled. You hit it again, everything's disabled. I didn't want to hold the shift key. I just wanted to toggle it on and off. So all the controls are toggled. Okay. So home will reset the level. So let's say I launch the bird, and it crashes into there, and everything falls, and I hit home. It destroys the level and recreates the level. That's what home does. R will, let me go to another level. Okay, R will pop a new bird into the slingshot. So I fire here, and I hit R. Also, when a new bird pops in there, the camera will lock to the new bird's location. And then the sling works regardless where I am with the camera. Like I did the coordinates and everything, and the camera will lock to the bird once it's flying until I move the camera away from the bird. So now I'm going to move the camera away. Now it's no longer locked. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. So I made all 7 birds and I got all their abilities. So this is the little red bird. It does not have any abilities. The yellow bird has this punch-through ability, and the yellow bird will have a punch-through ability on stone blocks, and when it's activated, will give an extra force in the direction that it is traveling. So, like, boom, right there. Okay. And just to show that again. There you go. Yeah. So there's that. Okay, so the stone blocks, the blackbird has a punch-through ability on stone blocks, and it can explode. So when I fire the blackbird, and I'll right-click, boom, there, it exploded, and all the blocks fall. The white bird will drop an egg, and the egg will explode. So when I follow the white bird, and I right-click, and so the white bird flies away, and it becomes small, and it dropped an egg and everything like that. Also, so the blackbird has a punch-through ability on the stone blocks. When the blackbird collides with the stone block, it will trigger a timer where it will change textures from brown to red to orange, and then it will explode. So let me demonstrate that real fast. So it collides there, and it explodes, and then those all fall off. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, so the bluebird has a punch through on the glass blocks, and when it uses its ability, it will split into 3 different birds. So when I fire this, there, and notice that the smoke trail goes for all 3 of the birds, not just the one that's firing. So the boomerang bird will fly, and then when I use its ability, it will spin, and it will come back in the opposite direction. So let me use this real fast. Demonstrate it, and now. Oops, I was hoping to hit the wood, but that's okay. And then the big red bird doesn't really have an ability, but it does have a punch-through ability on all the blocks. So when I fire it, yeah. And that's all 7 of them. So I got all 7 of the birds working. So notice that so all the birds are randomly blinking and randomly jumping. The pigs are randomly blinking. Even if they get damaged, they still have the correct blinking sprite that they switch to. All of that's working. Let me just show that real fast. Let me go to see if I can get them to one of them to be damaged real fast. So like I had to load 6 different types of sprites per each pig. Okay. There we go. See, look at, so this bird, so there, oh, well, the one got hurt. This one right here, it's damaged, and it's gonna blink here in a second. And when it does, you'll see that, no, there we go. So the right ones are blinking whenever it's damaged. I got all that working. Okay. So the blocks have different health, and they have different densities. The stone block has the most health, wood block has the second most, and the glass blocks are the weakest. They all have 4 different types of damage levels. Let's see, and then I made 4 different types of pigs. There is the king pig, the helmeted pig. The king pig has twice the health of the helmeted pig. The helmeted pig has twice the health of the large pig, and the large pig has twice the health of the small pig. And that's how that works. Okay. First we'll... yeah, so there's more than 3 birds per level, more than 12 blocks per level. Rubber band works. Slingshot works. You can hold and drag it. So like I have to click on the bird originally. Then afterwards I can go wherever. I can go here. The mouse doesn't matter afterwards. Oops. Okay, health system. All the pigs have a health system. So like the birds have a health system too. As soon as the bird collides with something, its ability becomes disabled, and now it has the cross-eyed sprite is there. And all the blocks get damaged and the pigs get damaged. Collision damage, animation. So the one thing I did leave out that I did not get time to was particles on everything whenever they explode. So like the birds are supposed to fly, feathers are supposed to fly, and the blocks, bits of the block are supposed to fly. That is the one thing I did not get to, but everything else did. But there are 4 different levels on the blocks and 3 different levels on the pigs. Yeah, like this block right here is slightly damaged, and this one's slightly damaged, and if I were to fire it again, probably see some more. Now, yeah, there. Now this became more damaged right here. So yeah, there's 4 different levels on all of them. The camera, I can zoom in, I can zoom out. I cannot go outside of the bounds of the level. So like each level, I put a maximum height and width and starting point. So I can't zoom in past the dimensions of the level. Let's see, fixture shapes. Yeah, so for all the birds are circle. Most of the blocks are square, with the exception of the round blocks. Those. Let me see if I can bring up a round block. Yeah, here. So there, the round blocks are round, but all the other fixtures are square. Or, I'm sorry, all the other blocks are square, other than the round blocks. And I have all 3 types of round blocks. There's the wood ones. Okay. Sounds. I'll toggle sounds on and off for now, but I'll talk when I'm only going to talk when sounds are off. So I can set the volume higher and lower. I'm going to do that real fast. So it's going to get loud and then really quiet. All right, so I did that. There's 10 different volume levels. So each bird has a unique sound. The pigs will randomly grunt, the birds will randomly squawk, but each bird has a unique launch, select, and I believe collide sound. And let me demonstrate that real fast. All right, so that's all I'm going to do with sounds. I don't, you got the idea that every bird has its own unique sounds and the right one. So when I destroy all the pigs, it plays the, you can no longer fire the birds, you can no longer launch any birds, and all the birds cheer. If you lose and there's still pigs remaining when you use all the birds, the pigs will laugh. So let me demonstrate that real fast. So there's all them cheering, and also I can hit R right now, and no birds are able to reload. So if I do that again, so there, I failed the level, and the pigs are laughing. All right, and I believe that is everything. That is the entire level. So any problems? It lags a little when I have a lot of blocks sometimes, like the level 4. This lags when I move the camera. I think there's just too many blocks in the scene, and well, it's not doing it now, but it was doing it earlier. Oh, another problem I have, if the scene is longer and I move the camera all the way to the very far right, and then I load a smaller level, there. The camera will actually go to a place it shouldn't be until I move the camera. As soon as I move the camera, it corrects itself. But that's another problem I have. So other than that, everything seems to be working. Everything seems to be fine. It was a lot of work. And I think that's everything. I think I covered everything. So, yeah.